Hey, 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 good morning, Mr. Rancher. How are you? Welcome for joining me today.
And good morning, Mike, buddy. How are you doing?
Good morning to everybody in the chat on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you for joining today as well.
We here in the Florida States, we had a little bit of a rain shower last night. It's supposed to get to a high of 80 today and be sunny. So we call this California weather.
Oh, great. You know, I love that here in California when it rains for a little bit, but it's still sunny. I mean, you know, I don't know when's the last time you've been in California. It's probably been a while, but it just never rains here. Never rains.
I don't think I ever have been in California, come to think of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, it's weird to somebody from California, you know. Yeah.
Now, believe it or not,
you know what's funny? You want to hear something funny?
Now, my parents and my grandparents, on the other hand, were out there. You know, the whole grapes of wrath bullshit thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say though. You want to hear something funny? My grandparents migrated to Egypt, right, long time ago.
Yeah.
During the genocide, the Turkish genocide, my grandparents fled the country and they migrated to Egypt in a Greek French community there, Greek community. And my dad said that so they left, they grew up there from when they were infants and they were born there. My parents were actually born there and lived there for 20 years. They came here in the early 60s. But my dad said that in his entire life he's lived in Egypt, he's never seen the fucking pyramids.
Well, yeah, that's funny.
Funny?
You know, Mark Goldberg? His family left Egypt during a genocide of the firstborn. Now, there's also other things. I think there may have been like locusts or something. And then they wandered around the desert for 20 years because they're too fucking cheap to buy a map. How much is the map? How much is the map? 20 shekels? I don't think so.
Oh man, that's funny too. That works perfectly in line with the title of the watch video. Did you see the watch video title? I called you the watch heretic.
Oh, nice.
I called you the heretic. Oh no, I did write that. Did I? Oh no, I erased it. Damn it. Oh. I had in there watch heresy with Clyve watch Wrangler. I must have changed it.
I would gladly take that. I would take that title, that sobriquet, with with a little bit of pride.
There you go. wanted for heresy against the church. The grave digger. Contempt of court.
Actually,
That's classic.
I was briefly on. I was getting a few. My phone. I was like the bell of the ball. My phone kept lighting up last night, but I was on Austin Daniels, and yeah. And I actually, one of the texts I got from him was last night was, "I have no friends." I'm like, okay, fair enough. Can't say anything. I am.
You know what? That'd be kind of tough in Japan. I mean, if you're in Japan, do you only befriend other white people? Will you not have any? Are those the only kind of friends you can have there? Will you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Will you feel isolated, totally isolated?
There's a difference between, I would say most acquaintances.
That what?
I think there's a difference between acquaintances and friends. And I think a lot of people a lot of people you see at work are acquaintances.
Mm.
You like each other, you're friendly towards each other, and everything else. There might be there might be a little bit of mutual beneficial exchange. Hey, Bob, I'm going to get some coffee. You want a cup? Yeah, thanks, Fred. Okay, Bob.
Yeah, well, all that sexual harassment bullshit has put people in their cubicles, so to speak.
Well,
keep it in your cubicle, Johnny.
On the other hand, see, with the virus, I don't know with Cyrus the virus. I don't know. Are there still cubicles anymore? Or because the purpose of a cubicle is to cram as many people together as you can and make maximum use of office space.
Yeah, now they're called cubicles.
Cubicles.
Okay, hey, I got a little topic for us before you have to jam into work.
Okay.
The best no-date watches.
Tough. Well, and like I said, I actually do have a fair amount of no dates. Now,
well, why don't we pick one and start with that one? Maybe your least favorite, but one of your favorites.
Well, probably this one I've got up now. The Omega Chronomaster, not Chronomaster.
Seamaster.
No, Chronostop. Sorry, Chronostop Seamaster. It's a Chronostop and it's a Seamaster. It is a half-ass stopwatch. It is a half-ass diver. Chronostop Seamaster. And here's why. Something like this. The whole thing is built towards specific timing. If it's a minute or less, you've got a chronograph with the Omega 861 movement, which is supplied to it by Lamagna. Anything over a minute or to an hour, you can use the internal diving bezel.
So that knob, we'll call it a knob. Because if it's a crown, it's going to be a crown. That knob on the upper left actually has a purpose as opposed to other Omega watches.
And that turns and I do love me an internal timing bezel.
I've never had a watch with an internal functional bezel like that. I've always wanted one. The closest I got was an IWC Jacques Cousteau that has that, I think. That's one of the least expensive watches. You see, it's in the back of my mind. I want that watch.
Yep. How much is the IWC?
It's honestly, I think it's below $8,000 for that thing. I think it's about 5 or 6. I might be wrong. I'm just going from recollection from a couple of years now, but it wasn't expensive. I mean, because it's a what's in it? A Valjoux, a Salida, or I forgot.
Well, and some of those Valjoux, it's just like keep in mind. Well, Etta is like that is so broad of a term. It's an ETA could be a Valgio. I mean, a lot of these ones later got swept up under the ETA umbrella, because including Valgio, including Lemania, and so forth and so on.
Yeah,
It's kind of like it was kind of like the Swatch of watch movements back in the day. It would just gobble everything. ETA would just gobble everything up.
it's called the Aqua Timer, the one that I like. I'm going to bring it up as a matter of fact. I love this watch. In case you're wondering why there's no comments, it's on members only, so only members can comment.
He likes members.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it that way from now on too. So if you guys want to comment, I'm not doing yeah, members only. Kind of like the jacket.
And this also has, like I said, the Leisure also is date only. It also has a Leisure movement.
Isn't this a pretty watch?
That is nice.
And again, with the internal,
yeah,
beautiful watch.
And
CCC for 4,000. You see, it's cheap.
Yeah,
I love this watch. Okay.
Mine on the other hand, for 1,500 is probably just a little bit cheaper. Just saying.
Okay, so I come. Funny. I'll tell you a funny. When I bought my Doxa watch, it was between the Doxa and this one.
Oh, good Lord. You guys are the Doxas. Quit trying to doxinate me.
That was my choices. I was going between the Doxa and this one, and this Doxa was half the price of this one, literally the same movement, right?
Yep.
And so I opted for the Doxa because I said, you know what, I'm going to be a little unique. Nobody's got a Doxa. Not even a single person we know in the watch community has a Doxa. I'll be the first one. It's not a watch you can buy at any AD. It's not available in the States. You have to mail order it only. I mean, it had so many unique features in how difficult it was in getting. So I went with the Doxa. What the hell? But I think I want to pick this up one day. Oh, sorry. It's a date watch, but
You suck. I also had a Weiler with an internal diamond vessel. Yeah, it's either you've got the two bezels, you've got the one crown, you've got the diving bezel crown, and it's either the regular crown at 3 and at 10, or you've got 2 and 4, which is the other one. My Leisure, on the other hand, it also does not have a date. My phony Flieger does not have a date, and there's so many good things to say about that, because it's one less thing to go wrong, and it's one less thing to mess with.
Big time.
Yeah. And I think if you've got a small collection, I think you should really consider a date. If you've got more than a couple of watches already, you might want to consider no date watches, because they're like I said, to take it out another step, exponentially, is I had a day date. And it was the 1803. It was the non-hacking anything, and I caught myself not wearing that watch because it was such and the watch winder would not keep it. My watch winder would not keep it wound, and I caught it was such a pain in the ass to update the day and the date that I hardly caught myself ever wearing that watch.
Which watch was this again?
I had a 1803. I had a 36 millimeter. Day date on a presidential.
Okay, right. Yeah, and those feel when you're changing the day and the date on those, they feel delicate.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like you should be doing it. It feels.
Yeah, it feels like any second you're about to hear something go.
Exactly. Yeah. That's actually kind of surprising that, with all the watch tech and advancement and how long they've been doing this, they haven't perfected that part of the watch to where, you know, it's that easy to fumble the watch upon setting the date, you know?
Yeah. Well, there are limits, and but there's a difference between refining a movement and drastically improving one, or coming up with a new one, even still.
I guess their solution was coming up with automatic watches.
Right. Well, even at that time, even the.
So I pull up my collection here and looking at date versus no date. It seems like most of the chronographs don't have dates.
Right.
Man, half my watches have dates and half don't.
Yep. Now, which ones do you find yourself wearing the most, though? The dates or the no dates?
The no dates are definitely the no dates. And it's for that reason, because I know the date's wrong and I don't want to set it.
You wind it a couple of times, you set the time, and good to go. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, and I prefer not to wear a watch with the wrong date on it, so I just leave those be. Right now, I haven't been wearing anything for a while, so I'll be excited to wear watches again at some point. But I got freaking tennis elbow really bad, man. And so I can't wear no watches on this wrist.
Ouch.
What am I going to do? Falling apart.
At our age, yes.
You know, I think that if we're going to talk about what like maybe has come out recently as of no date watches.
You're
the OP
you're going to talk about the fucking Yachtmaster, aren't you? You're going to, because it has to be about Rolex. All right, go ahead.
No, you know, the OP line, the Rolex Oyster Perpetual line, that colorful line they came out with. Perfect watches to go for without the date.
I think they're great watches, but I'd rather have the 39 in white or black than the current 41s.
I see. The FP Journe I'm picking up doesn't have a date. I definitely make sure that.
When are you picking it up?
You know, the longer it takes, the better, because I'm one of those guys who doesn't like leave himself any cash. I invest every last dollar, even though you're supposed to keep some money not invested. You know, I'm one of those guys who doesn't follow my own rules that I tell people. And the fact of the matter is that every dollar is making money right now. So the longer, and honestly, if they told me it's going to take another year, that just means that money is going to double or triple from here on out. The longer it takes, the better. I'm not going to worry about when it's coming, but it's coming.
I thought you're getting into German watches, so I thought you're saying the longer the better.
The longer the better. Ah, man. I actually was showing my wife last night my langa. No. I was showing her last night.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
I was showing her last night the datograph, and how that was a watch I was considering buying seriously for 38 to 41,000. And I pulled it up for her yesterday and I showed her the prices. They're at $87,000 now. The discount on the Lenga is gone. And my heart dropped, honestly, when I saw that, because I thought I'd get that one day. Premium go up a little, whatever, 10%, no big deal. But back to MSRP, oh my God. I was like, and they're asking that for a 22-year-old, like, second year production.
Yeah. You know, I might have to dig around through my boxes. I might have to. You're making me think about my phony Flieger. It's like, God, I love that watch. I haven't worn it in so long.
You've mentioned that more than once already.
Oh yeah,
Flieger.
And it's got a 6498-2. So very, very slow movement, slow hertz. No, this is not the watch. This is a different watch.
Oh, okay.
This is the Leisure chronograph with a Oh God. Leisure chronograph with a Valjoux 726, I think.
You know, what is that design they have over the I don't know what you would call that.
Which this
that overlay.
this one?
Yeah, on the 3 subdials, there's that overlay on top of it. What is that?
I don't. Well, no, I don't know. It's something to. Yeah, it's now besides the Leisure, this is like a Yema chronograph. Also has the same dial, but it is distinctive for that.
You know what I see when I see that?
Mickey Mouse?
No, I don't see a design or anything. I see it looks like one of them electronic shields that lays down in a little circuit board to cover things. You know, like on a circuit board, there's like little shields that would go on top of circuits and stuff to cover them, to protect them. It looks like a little protector thing. Anyway,
the Minotaur being held down by a horde of ladyboys.
Yeah, I don't like that overlay. It takes your eyes away from reading the subdials if you need to read the subdials. I think it's like a little too.
Or some people would say it draws your eyes to the subdials.
I'm not those some people. Then am I now, Rancher?
No, you're not.
Oh man, man, you got to work on Sunday. What a bummer. I remember those days.
It's Saturday.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said you were going to work on Saturday.
And also, it depends how you look at it. It's like I don't have to work on a Saturday. I get to work on a Saturday.
You know, that was one of the negatives in my job. You know, I mean, no, you know, when I was a financial planner, lots of people are only available on the weekend. They don't leave their work. And I most of my meetings were in the evening.
Yeah.
So I'd work all day on files and things and all that stuff. And then come 6:30, now my meetings start.
Yep.
6 o'clock, people coming in after work. And I'm there till sometimes meetings would go to 10, 11 o'clock, depending on the client, what we're doing. Shit. Put in some long hours those times, man.
Or do you want a job where you clock in at a specific time and leave at a specific time, but you wear a paper hat the entire time while you're doing it? It's like, choose your poison.
Yeah. It's nice to not have some responsibilities, though.
Well, that's why they have these things called vacations.
Huh?
That's why they have these things called vacations.
Oh, I thought you were going to say prisons.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, you don't have a lot of responsibilities because you're being told to do everything there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that prison
wake up, go eat, sit on a cock. Yeah, you're pretty much told to do everything.
Yeah, I always thought that ultimately prison was a subconscious thing, that if you're somebody who ultimately couldn't take care of yourself, that you would probably end up there because you're in need of somebody taking care of you. So let's see. I mean, well, I don't want to mention the R word anymore, right? So what else? What other no date watches are there? That don't start with R's?
Dress watches.
Oh, how about Vacheron?
Yes.
I was looking at the Traditional, and I think it was called the Harmony. I'm not sure what that line was called. But yeah, I guess dress watches for the most part.
Oh, hold on. I've got 1 second.
Are the only sports watches that don't have dates chronographs like Daytonas? What other sports watches don't have dates? What's up, Watch and Pray? How's it going, man? Hey, Watch and Pray, what other sports watches are there that don't have dates on them? all sports watches have dates on them other than the chronographs? I'm trying to think.
What else? Like I said, a lot of times, chronographs don't have them. Sometimes dive watches. Originally, they didn't have them because, like I said, a dive watch is a tool watch, and it's not like you're under the sea so much. I don't care how big your tank is. You generally don't need to know what date.
I know, isn't that stupid now, isn't it?
Yeah. They put that on there. When Rolex came up with that, they basically admitted, okay, this isn't being used as a dive watch anymore. Fine, we get it. Great, good, whatever. Buy it up, fuckers.
Mm-hmm. The Explorer.
Yeah. Now here's what sucks. I'm gonna have to cut it short because I'm gonna be there at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna be there. Okay, 10 o'clock. Call me on the way. Called now. It's just like, you don't live in
your client.
Yep. I guess I would rather they show up early than late.
Yes, absolutely. That way you can get your Saturday on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll let you go and enjoy your day. Have a good meeting with your client there.
I will, and I'm going to pick up a couple of sports watches, one of which, a couple of chronographs. One is an older one these are both kind of halfway famous ones for like vintage chronographs.
Hey,
it's basically the Tom Cruise Top Gun. It's going to be one.
Oh, we've got the air show, fabulous air show here in Huntington Beach today and tomorrow, and we're going to set ourselves up to go see it tomorrow. It's the Blue Angels, baby, the Blue Angels. They've been flying over my house for the last 3 days practicing. Oh man, I can't wait.
Now, actually, I'm kind of waiting to see its counterpart from the Israeli Air Force.
What?
I'm kind of waiting to see its their counterparts from the Israeli Air Force.
Man, they
the Jew Angels.
Oh, I get it now. That went over my head. Okay.
All right.
The Huntington Beach police shot a guy dead in broad daylight in the middle, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the beach, right there by the pier, right on the sand, in front of all the people that were laying out during the U.S. Open.
Oh, we're all talking about. Yeah, I understand that, and that's a tragedy. We're released a lot of crime statistics, and apparently the state that kills the biggest percentage, where the police kills the biggest percentage of its population.
Where?
Guess where? Just guess.
California?
No.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
No way.
I think it just happens so often we just kind of just casually refer to it, and that's about it. It's like, anyway, oh yeah.
You guys have crime in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how.
Oh, that's how you have a job.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Hey, I just want to, okay, so have a good day, Rancher. And I wanted to remind you, don't forget to ask for a referral.
Gotcha. Absolutely.
Because, criminals always know other criminals.
Oh, yeah. Always. Don't, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when they refer their buddies to me, that's like that's the biggest compliment you can get.
Yeah, just say, hey, pass me around. I'd like to represent your clique.
No, actually, no. No, the thing is, when instead of handing them a card or two, you hand them a little stack, and the smart ones will cock their head and give you a look like, okay, I got it.
All right, watch and pray. 45 minutes till the VV drop. I worked on my internet last night so that I was get one because I missed out on the last two. I couldn't get them. So
I'll send you when I get these funky old Chronos back. And the other one's a Croton Nvidia Grunschen or something like that. Really like a bunch of chronographs. I'm like, What? This one is how much? Why is this one so much more expensive? You do a search for it, and the first thing you see is Hodinkee. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Okay, that explains why it's so much more expensive.
Yeah. That would be if you're an insider at Hodinkee, if you work there, one of the editors or whatever, you're going to be able to buy all these things before they write about them. Score. Front running.
I had a friend that was an intern at the State Bureau of Investigation. And more or less, he's talked about a couple of... Okay. Anyway, that's my watch guy saying, I'll let you know when a good time to come by and pick up the watch is this.
What did you say you're going to go pick up?
Croton Nvidia Grunchen or something like that.
These are watches you actually wear. It seems to me like you wear these old vintage watches, but you don't wear any of the new ones, like your AP.
No, I got rid of the AP.
Oh, you did get rid of it. Okay. Yeah. I know you were talking about that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, cool.
I'll send you a picture of it. Talk to you later, man.
Okay. Be good.
Bye.
Thank you for joining. See you guys later. I'll be doing an NFT stream for the other guys later. All right. Peace.